Well, one of the first signs of ageing, I think, is those lines that you start to get very early on actually in life around the eyes, and there's a lot you can do to help that without resorting to anything too drastic. We're going to be talking now about the renewing eye cream. We've got the 15ml size and it's £67, but it's one of those areas, Peter, isn't it, where you really do have to look after it.
Yeah, the skin around the eye is so different from the rest of the skin on the body, and you know, if you put on a sort of a normal quote-unquote day cream or night cream, it can have disastrous results around there. It can sort of clog the area. It'll make the problem actually worse. So it's so important to go for something specifically created for the eye area.
Why do we get these early problems around the eye area?
Squinting, life, pollution, everything, you know, particularly the more expressive you are, you know, they are called laughter lines for a reason. And, you know, I've heard recently one leading female celebrity saying that she doesn't smile very much because it gives you lines. And I just think that is ghastly and tragic, and I won't name names for obvious reasons. But I do think, you know, it's lovely to have these lines, but we don't want them to be heavy.
No, but we do have to be very careful, because as well the skin is a lot thinner, isn't it, around the eye area?
Absolutely a lot thinner. And this is wonderful. So this is really like a 3-in-1. You've got a brightening complex in here, which will help deal with any dark circles. It will also work on puffiness. You know, if you wake up in the morning looking like a bag of spanners and you look like you haven't slept. And then finally, of course, the fine lines and wrinkles. And I've got to tell you a little story because I love a personal story. So Andrea, who is the head trainer for Murad here in the United Kingdom, had never been able to use an eye cream because her eyes are so sensitive. So literally, if she'd put an eye cream on of any type, her eyes would go red and start running. With this one, because the cream is so lovely and it actually sits where you put it on the eye, so it's not going to be moving up into the skin just underneath. And it's the first eye cream she's ever been able to use.
And great, you know, because I know that people who wear contact lenses often have a problem with an eye cream or even a moisturiser if that creeps into your eyes and starts to get a little bit oily or whatever. So this is going to be fabulous for contact lens wearers, isn't it?
It is absolutely wonderful. And again, when I say a little goes a long way, I know people that this has lasted 14 months. And that's using it every day. And it's lasted them 14 months. Now, obviously, that depends on how much you apply. You know, there is a measured dose, but you can actually use less than the measured dose by pressing down a bit.
Could you show me?
So there is your measured dose. So obviously, this is a brand new one. So that's a measured dose. Now, I actually think, personally, way too much.
That is.
Personally, because I like a bargain. I'm from Liverpool and we like bargains.
Thrifty.
Yeah. So you would just literally take...
You and Kim Cattrall.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love a bit of Kim Cattrall. I met her once, you know.
She's
fabulous. She's a Scouser.
She likes Murad as well.
Yeah, she does. She's a big fan. And so with this, you just literally take a tiny amount and then just pat around the eye area, up over the brow. And what this does is immediately, I used this actually for the first time just a few weeks ago. And Debbie, I genuinely felt a tightening effect. Not an unpleasant one, but you know when you can think, oh, this is working. Now, you don't get that with many things these days. Do you know what I mean? And you could feel that rejuvenation of the skin. And I'd had a late night the night before.
I can't imagine what you were doing, Pete.
No, I might have been a bit tired and emotional. And it really did do me an enormous amount of favours.
Because, you know, life happens.
Of course it does.
Sometimes
one drink turns into 2.
Sometimes you have a wonderful night out and you get up in the morning and you think, actually, it was worth it, but now where's my Murad eye cream? Or it might be that you're a shift worker and you just suffer from those signs of ageing around your eyes. You might be a new mum, you're not getting much sleep, the kids are keeping you up. There can be all kinds of reasons why you're not sleeping very well. And it's great to have this as a bonus to really boost the look around your eyes, because there's nothing that makes you look more kind of haggard or tired than just that kind of extra lines around your eyes.
Of course, and again, it goes back to the Dr. Murad philosophy, which is healthy skin is beautiful skin is healthy skin, and it's a mantra that's worth repetition, because when you look tired, you feel tired. You know, there's nothing worse when somebody says to you, are you feeling a bit ill? You look a bit washed out. And you just think, oh, for heaven's sake, you know, I've really tried. I went to bed early. But sometimes, you know, we live very stressful lives these days. Just getting to work can be stressful, you know, battling with public transport. Life was meant to get easier. And now we've got laptops and tablets and phones pinging and all of this stuff going on.
I'm convinced that staying up late at night doing that final tweet, you know, it does have an effect on your appearance.
Dr. Murad calls that cultural stress.
Does he?
And it's actually all about what we need to do is we need to be switching our phones off. Still use your social media. I love reading your tweets. I never know how to reply to them. And Facebook and all of those. But actually switch that phone off for an hour. Light a candle. You know, do your Murad facial. Put on some classical music or something softer. You know, don't have beating, but you know, and you know, stop with the caffeine and cut down and have a glass of water rather than a glass of wine.
Okay, Pete, sum this up for me, please.
It is the eye cream for anybody that is concerned about fine lines. It's the eye cream for anyone that's concerned about puffiness. It's the eye cream for anyone that's concerned about sensitivity. And it's the eye cream for anyone concerned about general wear and tear around the eyes.
It's the eye cream for anyone who's got eyes, by the sound of things, isn't it? It's the renewing eye cream. The price is 15 mils, and the price that you're seeing, £67, includes your postage and packaging, and we'll get this to you wherever you are.